Alright guys, today we're going to use a steamer. We get a lot of people always asking about what steamers, and there's so many options out there. I have an old steamer, but it's a good one. It's lasted me throughout time. I got it used, and it's just been with me probably for about 8 years now. And I think these run for around $800 or so. I got it, I think I paid maybe $300 back in the day, and right when I got it I had to fix it up. I spent $60. I took it in and got something that was wrong with it fixed, so just say it cost $360, $400 for everything, and it's been working ever since. We are talking about this steamer here, and this is called the VX5000, and it's a workhorse, guys. So I usually run distilled water, or at my house, reverse osmosis. I try to use clean water in it, and I think it holds maybe around a gallon of water inside there. It's got some different buttons for steam and water injection, so it's very useful. There's a lot of uses you can put a steamer through. We're going to go over some of them, and we're going to do some stuff to the car today, and we're going to use the steamer. Before we get into this, hit that like and subscribe button, guys, and don't forget to press the notifications bell to get all the new videos we're putting out. Now, we're going to try something different today. We're going to use the McKee's N914 in our steamer. Now, I don't have a gallon dispensing jug or whatever, so we're going to put one capful of the McKee's into, oh, I don't know, roughly around 32 ounces here. And I'm going to dump 4 of these into that steamer. All right, so here's my little funnel. I've got my McKee's N914. I'm going to just pour this in here. Okay, so it took 3.5 of these bottles. 3 bottles plus this much, and then I hit the max limit. So let me turn it on. We'll turn it on, and we'll let it heat up. As you can see, the PSI is not on yet, so it'll probably take about 15 or 20 minutes. I'm not sure, but right around 15 minutes to heat up. So steaming is pretty cool. You can pretty much clean any part of the car you want. You can spray with cleaners. You can put steam on it. Heat and cleaners. Heat makes the cleaners multiply times 10. So steam will make them stronger. If you don't want to use cleaners, you can use steam to clean your car. Maybe you're allergic to chemicals and stuff. Very cool. It gets into, you know, your air conditioner vents. I don't have vents on this car. Not that you can stick things into, but your regular ones, you know, you can stick the steam cleaner in there and you can blow out the vents with it. You can do your door jambs. You could do your wheels, engine bays, whatever you can think of. Steam helps, and steam does a fantastic job. So let's get to it. I'm gonna let this finish heating up, and we're gonna do something different on this car. I've always wanted to try this. We're gonna see if it works. So stay tuned, and I'll let you see what I'm talking about in a minute. So my car is not super dirty at all. It's been outside for about 4 days now, so it is just a little bit dusty. So you can see on the window there. And you know, the inside needs to be clean. I put my dogs back here, and they've got their little paw prints everywhere. So, you know, needs a good cleaning on the inside, and just a fair amount of dust, really. Just needs a nice cleaning. It's my day before I go to work, and I like driving a clean car to work every day. Now, the shine is there. The big thing that I hate is dust, because, you know, I touch the door handles, my hand closes the door, and when you got dust on your car and you touch it, it scratches it. It just leaves micro marring, so That's one reason why I wash my car a lot, and I hate dust, period. The wheels look pretty good. Could use a little cleaning. Maybe ran through a little bit of liquid on the road. Not bad at all. Even the sides look good still. Just a little bit of dirt down here. So not really bad at all. Okay guys, one of the biggest issues with this steamer is that it takes forever to heat up. So we're like 10 minutes in and it's barely starting to move. It is getting hot inside there. So from about here, it's got to go up to somewhere around the 4.5 mark. And like I said, we're 10 minutes in, it's barely starting to move, but it will move faster now that it's there. It's that initial 10 minutes that it takes to get going. I figure we have another 5 to 10 minutes to wait. More likely 10 minutes. Just to show you, this steamer comes with a bunch of different heads. You know, you can use, you can wrap a towel around this and steam your upholstery or your carpet. Here's another type of head with a different tip on it. This has a tri hole, so it shoots steam in 3 different ways. Bunch of different little tops here, little scrubbers. Some are metal, some are like a hard synthetic brush, so if you're scrubbing stuff. It has a bunch of different attachments. Mainly I use these, that's why they're here, quick accessible to me. All right, now this head here has these clips. All right, so you can wrap a towel around it like so, and then you can clip the ends of the towel in. And you get it like this so that steam comes out and you're gonna rub on this towel on your seats. If you don't clip it in, then you're putting a lot of steam that's really close. And it has brushes too, but you know, these are very coarse and very hard, so it's nice to have that towel when the steam comes out, and then the towel does the cleaning for you. Okay, and we're about 20 minutes in. We got it to about 4.5 bars there. Now there, you can take this cover off, and there's a screw right about here, and you can turn that screw and it'll raise the bars up. I don't recommend you do that unless you want to take matters into your own hands, but you can raise the bars on this machine. I've done it, and I think before it was about 3.5, and I turned it 1 or 2 turns, and I got an extra bar out of it. So let's get going here, guys. Now you have a couple different buttons here. One is for regular steam, one is for extra steam, and the main thing I can tell you is turn it on first, as you can see, to get any loose water out of there. It's going to spread some water before it starts to steam. Now this is just the regular steam, and if you press this button, you get more steam out of it. So it just depends on what you want to use there. And let's get going on this. All right, now let's switch this tip out here. So you just press this button and you pull this off. And we're gonna put this one on. That's all you need to do. This head spins around however you want to use it. All right, guys, what you can do now is you can get your bottle of cleaner, if you have some. I'm just using McKee's N914, and I'll spray it around just for a little extra moisture there. And I'm just gonna turn this on the low setting. If I turn it on high, it's too much liquid coming out. But the low setting is just perfect, and it's still a lot of liquid, as you can see, to get in there and rub, scrub. And you're using heat. And you're moving fast, guys. This is moving real fast. Now, is it hot afterward? Yes. Once you're done with that, you grab your towel here and you dry. Now, if you don't want to spray, you can just use the steam itself, and that's fine because it has cleaning agents in it. Now remember, we're using pressure and high temperature steam here to clean, so it is doing a nice job. Very minimal effort and just letting the machine work for you. Now obviously I'm trying to stay out of the way here, so it's a little awkward for me. Now guys, if this is a customer's car, I recommend you use the steamer on each side so you don't pull it across like I am here. That way it doesn't rub across the console or anything like that. But this is my car and I'm just showing you for demonstration purposes. Okay, so now I'm going to switch the heads here. And I'm just going to pull this one off. Now I'm going to use the 3-pronged tip. So this has 3 different holes in it. And I'm going to kind of go around and just clean all of the dash and stuff. See how it has 3 heads on it? So you can clean inside your cups. You can spray the dash down. Now you've got to keep this moving. If you keep it moving, it's not going to burn you. But if you put it right on your hand or you mess up and get too close, it is hot. And remember, we have McKee's cleaning solution inside here, N914. So that's good for interiors. Alright guys, so how about your door panels? Well, if they're really dirty, you can spray some cleaner on there. Mine are not that dirty. A little bit of McKee's N914. If you have some heavier, really dirty door panels, you could scrub with the brush and you can steam. So and since mine aren't that dirty, that's really all I need to do to go ahead and get a nice good clean. Now guys, this is like a suede or an Alcantara, and you want to be careful with chemicals. I know there are some that work really good on it, but a little bit of steam and a little bit of rubbing is fine. You don't want to go real hot on that. You got to keep it easy and just a light rub off, and it's nice and clean. There was no chemical used except the N914. Another cool spot to hit and I put that on high, so that's why you saw it go crazy there. But is the foot kick panels there. So you know, anything like that. Get any of the sides, the rubber. Real nice and easy, guys. Not too much heat, just nice and easy. Okay, so now we're gonna switch the tips, the heads here, and we'll take the tri-tip off, and we'll put the singular head, one hole here. We'll put that on, and let's use it on the other side of the car. I'll show you how that looks. All right, guys, so we got the single tip here, and the single tip is just going to concentrate the steam out of one tip. Now guys, that's low. Let's put it on high. So high really gets cooking. High is too much for the interior. But for some of your exterior needs, it might be what you want. And that brings me to our next clip. All right, guys, so the next part, we're gonna clean the exterior of the car. Now I've got one capful of N914 in here, so that's, I would say it's about a ½ an ounce. And I've got some Waterless Wash car towels, and we're gonna use the steamer. Let's do it. All right, so we're gonna start at the top of the car. We got our Waterless Wash. We're gonna go ahead and spray the top. Now we've got our steamer. We're going to use the we've got our steamer here, and we're gonna use the high mode on this. So we'll press it, the first one on low, and then you switch the second button on and it turns it on high. Okay, I'm going to show you what that looks like up close. So here's low, and now I'm going to switch it on to high. Alright guys, and what I want to also show you is this has a more wetter type of function. So you can press this button here, and now when we grab this and turn it on, it's going to be more of a wet solution here. So as you can see, this button really gives you that extra water out of there, which is excellent for a waterless wash, and you get the pressure of it. So that's going to be really good for doing the lower panels down here. So we got the top glass clean. We're just going to go ahead and clean it now. We'll do our waterless wash technique here. And now we're just using our drying towel. Alright guys, I know my car's not super dirty, but if your car was extra dirty, you could take your waterless wash, you could spray it on the bottom panels. And that's going to loosen up that dirt. It's going to encapsulate, break it free, and start emulsifying that. Now, you could do the whole panel. It doesn't make any difference, but you definitely want to do the bottoms. We're going to turn on our steamer here. Flip sides. Turn our towel inside out to a clean side. Get the windows. Now I do the windows afterward because they don't scratch as easy. It's not really a big problem. And I still have two more clean sides there, so I'm just gonna go over, get the bottom real good here. Okay, this towel is done. All right, guys, let's do the front. We're gonna do a little pre-spray here. Just loosen up any of the dust. Now watch how powerful and how much water this is, and this is on low setting. Watch the flushing ability. All right, that was low. I'm gonna put it on high. All right, guys, that's a lot of pressure and flushing going on there. So remember, this liquid inside here is infused with the McKee's N914. So we are using it as a waterless wash, and it just does a fantastic job, the steamer, with blowing this out, and we're using the McKee's chemical to break down and lubricate when I come back to clean. Okay guys, my battery is dying, so I went ahead and cleaned the back, but I wanted to show you how about the jams here. So, same thing. Look at that, super dirty. Okay guys, what about the wheels and the wheel wells? Well, as you can see, mine are pretty dirty in there. Now, if your wheels are really dirty, you could obviously spray some wheel cleaner. We're just gonna use the McKee's. Mine are not super dirty. But inside here, we're also gonna spray some And then we're gonna get the steamer, we're gonna turn it on. Now it's a little hard for me to reach my hand up under there. We'll see if I can do it after I finish this wheel here. But I want to clean the wheels first because it's going to be really dirty inside here. Oh yeah, I can reach in there. My car is not lowered. Nice and clean now. Wheels look good. Tires are dry. And what I was gonna show you is if you get this wheel brush and you wrap it around here, you can stick it in and you could get in there and wipe at the end as well. Pretty good. Alright guys, did you like the video? If you did, hit that like and subscribe button and press that notifications bell so you get all the new videos we're putting out. Today we're talking about the VX Steamer 5000 paired up with McKee's N914. That's all we use today, one product and a steamer. Now McKee's N914 is good for interior and exterior. It's a cleaner, a prep, spray detailer, clay lube. You can just do so much with it. Interior cleaner, it does everything. The VX5000 is a nice, powerful steamer. It's about $800. It's a little bit more than those cheaper steamers that everybody's likes to buy, and it gives you more pressure. Now it's a little bit under a gallon of a tank. I've had this for close to about 8 years, maybe a little longer than 8 years. I bought it used. I've spent $60 one time 7 or 8 years ago, right when I got it. A little bit after I got it, because I used it a little bit and then it broke, right? Well, it was $60 to fix that, whatever problem it was, and it's worked for me ever since. It is a workhorse of a machine. It does not have continuous refill. The new machines, they have continuous refill. But what this machine does have is a flood button. So you have your low pressure steam, your high pressure steam, and your flood button. So when you press the flood, it shoots extra water. It gets it more wet. And that's fantastic for some things. You want to do your floor mats. You want to do a waterless wash like I did today. You need extra power to rinse. Maybe you need to rinse inside your wheel wells or your tires or your fenders. Well, that's going to do really, really good for you with that flood button. So the low steam I used on the interior. It's a perfect setting. We matched it up with this brush here, covered it with the towel. If you use high steam with this, it's just going to saturate it. You're going to have a wet mess. So low steam. We also use the tri-tip, tri-hole tip on there, and that shoots steam in 3 different ways, so you can get in all different directions with it. And then of course we used the one hole tip where it's a direct stream. On the inside we used low pressure. On the outside we used some high pressure on the wheels. We used the flood all over the car. We wanted to flood that panel, and basically what we did was we started with the McKee's in a waterless wash dilution. So I put about a half ounce into this about 30-ounce bottle here, and I pre-sprayed. You can pre-spray all your panels with this. I put another about an ounce and a half into this. This is about 3/4 of a gallon, so I put about an ounce and a half into there, and then I flooded all the panels with the steam, and I did my waterless wash. It was fantastic. We only used the one product, McKee's N914. It was very, very slick. The pressure pushed all the dirt off. The extra flooding just rinsed the panel. We came back, we did our waterless wash, and then we dried it with another towel. Was it fun? I've never done a video for you guys steaming a car before. So was it fun to watch? What do you guys think about the steamer, the VX? There's a lot of other steamers. The next one that I would buy up is probably about $1,800 to $2,000. So it's a significant jump to this one. This one is a significant jump from the cheaper ones that are somewhere around $180. So it's a big difference. I think the pressure holds really well in this machine. The bars don't drop too hard. If you're on it a long time, it'll drop to about 3.5. But you turn it off, wipe down, do what you do, and it's right back at 4.5 again. So you get a few minutes at 4.5, and then it goes to 3.5. And then when you turn it off, it'll raise the pressure right back up. Very, very good. It takes about 20 minutes to heat up and get up to pressure. That's one of the big cons about it. So, did you guys like it? Do you like the video? What do you think about steam cleaning? Are you down for steam cleaning? It is a little bit longer process. You don't need to do it, but it sure helps, guys. And when you got that nitty gritty you need to get in there and get off, it helps. When you have somebody that doesn't want to use chemicals. I know I used 914 today, but if you didn't want to use 914 on the interior, you could just use steam for somebody that has allergies. So guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Talk to you later.